The whole competition started 3 years ago, and it was to help producers in the beef industry to get a better understanding from the gate to the plate.
Consumers today want to know where their food comes from, how it's treated and where it's been. So, we've got a role to play in that, and I think our educational piece upstream and downstream to make sure that the industry as a whole is connected.
So we're trying to get the communication across all sectors, talking to each other, which has never previously happened.
This is the only competition of its kind, really. There are other competitions through shows and stuff like that, but nothing where cattle are fed in the same environment alongside each other and really compared with each other.
It's very unique, and that's one of the reasons Harvey Beef chose to sponsor this activity, is because we saw a need, we saw a gap, and we saw an opportunity to further deliver the message around quality and ethical production, and also give people a better understanding how their product's produced.
It's good to sort of put your cattle up against other people's cattle, not necessarily to win, but to see where your cattle sit in the industry and look to where you may be able to make some improvements in your own herd with the information that you get back from this competition.
We can look at technically how to grow our animals smarter, how to get the better results quicker and easier. And that's the whole idea behind the competition.
Back on the farm, you're busy doing day-to-day stuff. You don't get time to do the nitty-gritty stuff that can really make difference in your bottom line. Whereas you put some cattle on feed here, you actually get proper raw data back on what your cattle are able to do.
The networking has even blown us out of the water. We've had lots of really good communications and starting off conversations.
I think it's good to get off your own dunghill and go around and see what other people are doing, what other people are producing.
Albany Agricultural Society and Gate2Plate Challenge have got a big emphasis on education. So we have a school challenge day, and this is where we encourage schools to come for a day. The winning school takes home $1,000, the runner-up school takes home $500.
You've got to be able to interest the young people. And when you've got something like this competition, that's the sort of thing that brings the kids in, and they can look at things, they can see where things are going. They've got something they can get their teeth into and feel good about.
I think it's a great initiative. I think that they should be commended for bringing in the educational piece, which I think is a succession plan to the industry, and I think that's something that's easily overlooked, and I think what they're doing here is they should be commended for.
I'd certainly like to acknowledge the Albany Agricultural Society and all the people involved in putting together what I consider a leading event in agriculture in WA.